Welcome to today's gentle yoga flow. Let's go ahead and get started. We'll begin in a seated position with the hands resting on the thighs or just in the lap. And if it feels okay for you, you can go ahead and close your eyes. And we'll begin taking in a few deep breaths through the nose and then out through the nose or the mouth. Leaving what you were doing before this practice in the past. And trying not to worry too much about what will come after practice. And then slowly open your eyes and move into a tabletop position with the hands underneath the shoulders and knees underneath the hips. So from here, we'll flow through a few cat-cow. Inhale to lift the tailbone, chin, and chest. Exhale, round the back, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin, press the floor away from you. Inhale to come into cow. And then exhale, rounding the back for cat. Do this a couple more times at your own pace. Last time, cat position. And return to neutral. From here, walk the hands just a couple of inches in front of you and take the knees just a little bit back. And we'll begin to move through a figure of 8, going in one direction. And then the other direction. And then coming back to your neutral position, and then go ahead and lower all the way down to the ground. Forearms come to the ground, elbows just slightly in front of the shoulders. Legs are relaxed down the mat. Chin is slightly tucked, gaze is straight ahead. Sphinx pose. Pulling the chest through the arms. Pulling the ears away from the shoulders. Just taking a few breaths here. Take one last inhale. Then on your exhale, lower the chest all the way to the floor. Take the hands to the outside of the mat with the fingertips touching the floor. Go ahead and tuck the chin to the chest. And on an inhale, press the hands into the floor. Lift the chest. Chin is the last to lift. Inhale. Exhale, lower back down. Chin is the last thing to lower. Again, inhale, press the fingertips into the mat. Lift the chest, lift the gaze. Exhale, lower the chest, lower the gaze. Again, inhale to lift. And this time, turn to look over the left shoulder. Take a couple of breaths here. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, lower the chest, lower the chin. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the gaze, and look over the right shoulder, breathing here. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, lower the chest, lower the chin. Stack the palms and rest the head down. And then shake the hips from side to side. From here, take the right arm out straight from the body into a T shape. Lift the left foot and then roll over onto the right side of the body, placing the left foot onto the ground to the outside of the right leg. Breathing here, opening up the chest. Last inhale. Exhale, roll back to center. We'll do that on the other side. So left arm stretches out into a T shape. Right foot bends and then roll over onto the left side, placing the right foot on the ground to the outside of the left leg. Breathing here. Stretching the front of the chest, the front of the arm. Last inhale. Exhale, roll back onto the belly. Place the hands underneath the shoulders, coming up into your tabletop position. From here, take the right hand, send it underneath the left arm, place the right temple onto the ground, and then the left hand can rest on the mat in front of the face or can stretch long toward the front of the mat. Breathing here. Last inhale. Exhale, press yourself back up into tabletop, and we'll do that on the other side. So left hand goes underneath the right arm, shoulder, and left temple to the floor. Right hand can stay in front of the face or it can stretch out long toward the top of the mat. Breathing deeply. Last inhale. Exhale, press yourself back up to tabletop. From here, tuck the toes under, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. You can pedal out the feet here. Maybe sway the hips from side to side. On an inhale, place the right foot to the outside of the right hand, lowering the left knee to the floor. Coming into a pigeon pose here. We'll take a few breaths. Gaze is straight ahead. So option to stay here, or you can go ahead and roll onto the outside edge of the right foot, bend the left leg, and reach back with the right hand holding onto the foot. Pulling the foot toward the body. Last inhale. Exhale, lower the foot, place the hand back down on the mat, and then step back into your downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths here. You can pedal out the feet again. And then from here, we'll do that on the other side. Take the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Drop the right knee to the ground. And we'll stay here in lizard pose for a few breaths. And then you have the option to stay here or go ahead and roll onto the outside edge of the left foot, bending the right leg and reaching behind you with the left hand to hold onto the foot, pulling that foot towards your body. Last inhale. Exhale, slowly lower the right foot back down to the ground. Left hand comes to the mat, and then step back to your downward facing dog. Taking a few breaths here. And then go ahead, drop the knees down to the ground. Come to a seated position with the legs stretched out straight in front of you. Take an inhale here. Exhale, send the chest as far forward as you can, aiming the hips back, and then begin to fold over the legs any amount that's good for you. Breathing here. Last inhale. Exhale, lift the chest, and then make your way into a cross-legged seated position like we were in the beginning. Take an inhale here, lengthen the spine. Exhale, left hand to right knee, right hand rests behind you on the floor, twist to the right. Gaze can be over the right shoulder or straight ahead. Last inhale. Exhale, come back to center. From here, walk the hands out in front of you as far as you can and begin to fold over the legs. Taking a few breaths here. Last inhale. And on your exhale, begin to walk the hands back and lift the chest. So switch the cross of the leg so that the other leg is in front now. And we'll do that on the other side. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, right hand to left knee, left hand rest on the floor behind you, twist to the left. Gaze can be straight ahead or over the left shoulder. Last inhale. Exhale, come back to center. And then walk the hands out in front of you again. As much as is good for you, folding over the legs. Breathing deeply here. Trying to keep the hips planted down on the ground. Last inhale. Exhale, walk the hands back, lift the chest. And we'll end where we began. So hands resting on the knees, eyes closed if that feels okay for you. Taking the last few moments to focus on your breath before heading back into your day. One last inhale. And exhale through the nose or mouth. Slowly open the eyes. Thank you for practicing with me today. Bye.